Okay, we should be back now. I don't know what happened to Kevin though.
Wow. Well, for me, Facebook has completely crashed
Hey,
out. Oh, is he back?
All right,
Kevin, are you there?
yeah, it booted me off of this too.
weird. All right, we're back now.
All right.
That was weird,
Okay.
man. Freaking Facebook, get it together.
Yeah, I'm still trying to come back into the chat, and it's not. Facebook has cracked out for me.
Well, it's a whole new stream now. It's called Wednesday Night Live Part 2.
That's about all you can freaking do, unfortunately.
Yeah. Which sucks, dude. There was
But it's
a good solid stream. People are being active. People are interested.
nobody will see it.
Yeah, I'm in a scurry face group chat, and one of the guys was in there. He said, "Damn, that was a good stream too."
We had like 17 people telling you to eat lime snow cones. I assume you know what that means, but
No, but they can fuck off because they know I can't see what they're saying, and I can't fire anything back at them.
They're starting
Wow.
to pile back in. We're it's going back up. We should be okay now.
Bastards.
Right.
We may need to like reshare. I don't know. To where you
So anybody that can still hear us, we're back on. That was a complete and utter Facebook issue. None of our doings. Just so you know,
Let's see here.
We're smarter than that.
Yeah, we're back.
Facebook. All right. Share it out again.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. I was getting error message on my end and didn't think about it. Thought it was just me. And then James was like, "Oh, we're."
And the weird thing is I got there was no alerts on OBS or anything. It was just strictly on Facebook.
Yeah, mine was just like literally like I don't know. It was saying try again or exit.
Damn. All right. There we are. And I can see comments now because I didn't think it would let me do that while I was on the call with y'all.
Yeah. You should be able to stay in the.
Yeah, Google Meet, you can actually minimize it and it'll stay. Bring back all the clowns. Back all the clowns.
Bring them all back.
Clowns.
Clowns unite.
Yeah, sorry about that. Looks like we're getting everybody back in here. But yeah, just for anybody that's popping back in, just let you know that was a Facebook issue. I will throw Facebook under the bus, especially when it literally was their issue. So sorry about that, everybody.
Shit, I throw Facebook under the bus even if it's my issue.
I've been known to do that too.
I take a lot of pride in not screwing up my streams unless it's a Friday night. So when it isn't my fault, I get offended. Like it's just
this Friday night,
Facebook.
Gonna have no errors because I'll be raging. I just keep saying that. So,
man, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You're the guest.
I was just saying, man, I've been on a feed before where I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm bored, and I'll kill the feed and be like, damn it, Facebook. And nobody ever doubts it.
Hey, Emma.
Apparently, I've been talking, and there's an issue on my end, and next time I'm getting a message from James like, "You've been gone for like 5 minutes."
Huh.
I'm just yapping. So that's cool. I think that every haunted attraction will definitely, like you are all doing, following CDC rules, who local, state government, and all that kind of stuff, and then accommodating it for your particular haunt, which is what I think every haunted attraction should do. There is no, like this, there is no all-encompassing singular way to do this because nobody on this planet's ever been through a pandemic. So I think everything that you guys are doing over at Creepy Hollow is fantastic because you want to be open. You don't want to not be open, which leads me to this part. For those people that have not heard this part, it's not just the fact that y'all make money. You actually donate money. So talk about that.
Correct. Actually, we do donate money. We donate heavily back into the community. We donate to different organizations and programs within 3 different schools, Pace, Milton, and Jay High schools. And that's based off of actor attendance. So depending on how much, each organization or each club, if you will, gets receives from us and donation wise. And then we also donate very heavily to the Santa Rosa Kids House. Last year we did a $10,000 donation to them. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a one-stop shop for kids that have been raped, neglected, abused, all that kind of stuff. They have everyone on staff there. So the child only ever has to tell the story one time instead of having to repeat the story time and time and time again. They believe that is very traumatizing to the child, which I fully back and I fully agree it would be. So they have everyone there. It's all recorded, and that way they can expedite the process and get out and get whoever needs to be got at that point. So very, very happy to donate to Santa Rosa Kids House. The owner actually approached me with that last year and said, this is what we're going to do, because we were having issues with Mana Food Bank. Right. So instead of giving the discount for, we were doing $5 for a single canned good towards Mana Food Bank, we were only like 60 pounds shy of breaking their record. And then like they never came and got it or never cared that we did anything for it, nothing. So we did the Santa Rosa Kids House, and we feel 10 times better about that one. And we will definitely continue to do that.
Yeah, which is, like I said, which is all the more reason that I know y'all are trying to be sure that you're safe when opening, not just your customers, but the actors and stuff. And it would suck. It would suck if like literally the state or whoever just didn't allow it, because then of course there's the Santa Rosa Kid House on all the places that y'all give money to that would be missing out.
It'd be detrimental to a lot of places. Yes.
Yeah. So I've always given you 2 thumbs up for that faux show. Let's see what else is. I kind of got thrown off by the live stream getting shut down because I'm like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Now, who besides Haunted Honeymooners and possibly Zach Black, is there anybody else that's coming down? Like, there like any guest appearances from anybody?
Well, I have one big secret that I can't put out yet, but
oh damn it!
It would definitely be a smart idea, if everything goes as planned, to still be attending Creepy Hollow on the weekend of the 23rd and 24th of October. That'll be a very big weekend. We have Scurryface. That'll be the weekend they come into town to do our review, and that's also typically when I have a lot of guest actors come into town. Because we do have a lot of Scurryface reps, and a lot of them will come out. Some of them will come in throughout the season and hang out with me and act with us, and then there's that weekend. And last year it was just a banging weekend. It was really, really busy. I just had a phenomenal weekend. But usually I'll get Squeaky from Harvest. He'll come down. Punky for Mark's Mortis. Usually 1 or 2 more from Mark's Mortis might swing down throughout the season at some point, hang out with us for a night or for a weekend. Zach Black will come down. Crazy Boy will come out and play. There's almost no telling who's going to show up. There's times I get messages from people like that are somehow already on their way there. On like Thursday, they're like, oh, hey, we'll be in Pensacola tonight. We're ready to act with you tomorrow. What do we need to do? I'm like, wait, who are you? So I don't know you, but who are you? But thanks for coming.
That's a good problem
and,
to have.
we'll make it work.
That's a good problem to have for sure. Not,
Oh, I always tell people if they're
instead of
like,
being
"Oh, I have a
like
friend that might want
shy.
to do this with us. Is that okay?" And I'm like, "Man, you bring me 300 freaking people, I will find you 300 freaking spots. Trust me on that."
Hell, you could just put them out in the field. Just extend the whole
Right?
haunt for another 1 hour. Just put them out in the field.
Man, the big field back there. I told the owner, I said, "This is what I would love to do. I would love to do a bit of a two-part haunt where people could park on the far side of that field, and I do mean the freaking far side, and a corn maze all the way through there, and they could either buy the ticket for the corn maze only, or they could buy the ticket for the corn maze and the other haunt, the wooded haunt, and they could pop out of the exit of the corn maze into the midway of the main haunt and stay there where we have the live music, and we have Coastal Fire. They come out there and play. This year we built them a really awesome stage off the Connex, so I think that'd be a really cool idea, but it's just next to impossible.
It's a lot more work for sure.
What is work?
The hell with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. I mean, like
that's
it's only 100 degrees in Florida. We can just do more work. It's all.
Right.
well, it's that thing. I call the owner and I say, "Hey, have you done this yet?" And he'll tell me to go screw myself. That's just a common conversation.
How many rooms you're gonna have this year? I don't guess that's really a secret.
That's not really a
Unless
secret.
it is.
Jennifer, one of the owners, counted them out because this year we are using Haunt Scheduler to have better contact with all the actors, and they can actually go in there and choose what rooms they want to be in, and I'll have the main positions already locked down, so they can't just randomly say, "I'm going to be the lead in this room," and it's like, well, you've only ever acted 2 nights, so no. But I'll have all
Right.
those places locked down, and the kids can actually have their own opportunity to say, "I tried a zombie last week. This week I want to be a clown," and see how it works. So I think that's a really cool and unique thing that we can do with Haunt Scheduler. She had to put in all the rooms, and I want to say she said it was 27 or 28 this year total.
Oh, very nice. What is the calculated length in time? Do you think?
So, being as we're not completely built yet, I'll try to figure it in. There's one spot where we're going to have a little bit of a maze on your way through the haunt, and that's going to eat up a little bit of time. Uh, Typically, I always told people anywhere between 25 and 35 minutes is our typical walkthrough time. I mean, I have clocked people as fast as 20 minutes, and I have clocked people as slow as like 58 minutes, not even doing insanity. So it's so sporadic. It's almost hard to even get a real average out of it. But my assumption this year would be somewhere between that 25 and 35 minutes still.
That's good. That's a high value for the price. And your ticket prices are staying the same this year?
They will be staying the same at $15 across the board because we won't be doing the insanity. Um, we will be offering a little bit more merch this year. We got brand new T-shirts. Um, you know, Tyler from Scurryface hooked me up and helped me out with some graphic work, and we got some pretty badass T-shirts done. So those will be out there. We're going to be doing some like silicone, cut off fingers that have CHW carved out of them. Uh, those are going to be exact copies of my fingers and the two different owners' fingers.
Hmm.
So they're going to be keychains. So that'll just be another little thing. We're working on getting some hats, koozies, stuff like that. So we're actually going to have a little bit of merch out there this year, along with the vendors. So yeah, we're going to be keeping our ticket prices the same. Those will probably never be changing unless we drastically extend the haunt by at least another 15-ish minutes.
Are you gonna do front of the line or VIP at all tickets?
So that's something that we've always tried to figure out if we could incorporate. But last year, to be 110% honest, Last year was the first time that we ever had the wait times that we've really been aiming for. In the past, we've had people that have waited 3 and 4 hours to get into our haunt on our busy nights. Last year, even on our busiest night, all the people that I checked with, the longest I heard at the very entrance of the haunt, people about to walk in the door, was they've been there for an hour and 10 minutes.
Hmm.
So, and that was, a night we did 1,600 people. That was a very busy night. And that's phenomenal timing, because we actually did automated timing for the doors opening for the haunt and everything this year. So it made our life so much easier to actually have everything automated, not depending on the group pace in front of them, and it flowed so much smoother. So now there's a possibility of us incorporating that. Maybe not this year, but next year.
Well, the interesting thing, and this is just a suggestion, since you did have a lot of numbers, and actually people will definitely pay. Uh, for y'all, I would say make it an extra $10 and then do a cutoff. Like I said, I'm just throwing this out there. But what you could do is you could make the extra money that you get from the front of the line or VIP, and that could totally go towards uh, what y'all put towards Santa Rosa and all that stuff. You could just like literally just say, well, that just gets put aside specifically for that, and you might make some extra money for them doing it that way.
My thought was last year was our first year using. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just real quick. I just know people will pay. They'll pay the extra money. They will pay it. Anyway, go ahead.
They'll pay. It's funny you mentioned that, because there's been several people over the past couple of years, that I've noticed when the insanity line, the hands-on line, because I wanted to make it more intense and hard enough, because the issue was there was so many people doing it that the line was huge, and we were only sending them in 2 at a time, mixed in with a normal group. So the line became so overwhelming, and that we were only sending in 2 of these guys at a time every minute and a half, and we'd be there at the end of the night. People have been waiting for 3 or 4 hours in the insanity line, and so we had to make it hard enough to where people actually came out and people were like, oh, I don't think I want to do this. These people are a freaking mess. So we had to make it hard enough to where people talked about it and they said, no, really, you want to think about doing this. That was the goal, and we reached it. Last year it was manageable, but people were still buying the insanity tickets if it was super, super short, because they get mixed in every other group, 2 of them or 1 of them, depending on the night and the flow and how everything's going. So they would walk in, like there were these two younger girls walked in, and as soon as they walked in, they were like, so is this the beginning? I'm like, yeah. And they took off their gowns and threw them on the ground. And I was like, I see what you did there. Because they didn't want to wait in the main line. So they got in the shorter line.
God.
Did we ask like, how are you going to address the extra space for the line? Like, because I've already, just from looking at pictures from like Universal and stuff, that's 6 feet between each group. That adds a huge amount of space. So like, where are you going with that space?
Okay, so my quote unquote problem solver for that is the fact that we do have that free roaming Midway I mentioned.
Yeah.
So people can wait out there, and it's going to take up some space, but the good news is we do have a very massive field out there, and we can push the vendors back and extend it out a little bit further if we need to, because we have our food vendors, if we can even have them this year. That's going to be another beast I have to tackle soon. So we can push them back, and we can open up the Midway and expand it a little bit more. That way people have more room to social distance. But the other thing is, we will be doing our best to incorporate everyone in a group with who they came with. And I know it's going to suck, and it's going to be a pain in the ass, because some people only come with 2 people. I don't want to put a group of 2 through the haunt. I'm going to ask them if it's okay if I put a group of 6 with them, or whatever the deal may be. And we'll see how that works. Again, I'm not 100% sure if people are going to be okay with it or not. But when we pull them, when they get their ticket color called, they're going to come up, and we're going to corral them, because they're going to come beyond a gate and now they're in kind of almost a secondary Midway if you think about it. They're going to get grouped there into runs, straight line runs that are going to be 6 foot apart, and that's where they're going to be. And everyone's going to be kind of held there, spaced out there, put them together, put them in the run, and then whoever's running the front, they'll be able to signal a run to come up and another run to come up after that group gets put in. So we'll still be able to keep them separate and still hopefully efficiently run the Midway in the grouping.
Yeah. I mean, you could utilize like a switchback and put, plexiglass, whatever, just divide them.
I mean,
Well,
I was just going to do basic ribbon, but put them 6 foot apart.
Gotcha.
And I think that I think too is that which kind of gets pushed down the thing. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Creepy Hollow utilizes really a corralless system. That's what part of the Midway's for, where people don't just stand in line; they can roam around and they get called in according to when they bought the ticket.
So it's like a time thing then?
Yeah. Kevin, is that pretty much, I mean, like correct-ish? Y'all don't really just corral everybody that comes in with a ticket. They can roam around until they get called pretty much, right?
Correct. Yeah. You're pretty much on the dot. We use a stoplight up there, and it's obviously red, yellow, green. And out front, we had the spacing figured out last year, and I want to say it was like 80 or 86 or something like that tickets, and then we would switch colors. So after that, and that's what kept our timing separate, was so we could utilize all that. But as we all know, some customers are special, and even when I tried to separate them out, man, I said it's a free roaming Midway. I did a live feed about it, pissed off as can be. I know Mike saw it.
Yeah, many times. I had to watch it a few times because I got a chuckle out of it.
I was pissed off as can be because I literally roped off to the entrance, clear across the field. And I went back and I was actually filling up fog machines and the haze machines. And when I came back out, there was a damn line from the opening door of the haunt around the fucking ribbon, clear out and around, and then back into the Midway. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. How? No matter what you did, they still formed a damn line. So I'm trying to get people to understand, look, we got axe throwing. Hopefully we have a couple escape rooms. You guys don't have to be in a damn line. Social distance. Yep. Get the hell away from me.
I did. I remember that now. You ranted about that last time.
A couple times, and then pictures of the sign.
Couple times.
And that's unfortunately, well, you say this, unfortunately, it's that mentality from last year that you hope they don't preserve this year. But you would think that, okay, well, maybe there's a pandemic going on. Like, oh, you know what? There's a sign that says I can walk around. But yeah, you're right. Some customers are just special, and they're like, I'm just going to jam myself right against this other person.
Well, it was hilarious because my owner, he was like, man, people are forming a line. How do we stop it? And I said, cool, I have a solution. Call the vinyl shop. We're going to get a sign printed up. And I text him the message. And I said, it's going to say this: free roaming with Midway, whatever the hell else it said. And we're going to put it out there so they see it as they leave the ticket booth. Huge ass sign. Nobody will miss it. Everybody and their damn cousins, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncle missed it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Like I said, we were right there with you while you were ranting. That field is so big. What's funny is it's like you could like fit like 7,000 people in that field with like a 6-foot flame in between them. And keep them that field is huge. Man, but it's going to be interesting for sure to keep up with how you're doing, especially during operation. I'm going to cross my fingers that everything does work out. And for Creepy, there are a lot of haunts that, of course, have already I don't want to say thrown in the towel, but they've made the decision that they just believe it's going to get rough enough that they don't want to put the time and effort in to just be shut down or not be able to open. So
that's a towel that we will not throw in until we just don't have a choice, until the local government comes out and says, y'all can't open. If you open, you will be fined a ridiculous amount.
This is going to show how stupid I am. What county are y'all in? Are y'all in Escambia? Or you're saying
Santa
no,
Rosa.
you are Santa Rosa. Okay. Yeah, Santa Rosa has been kind of drumming their own drums with things, so we'll see how it goes. Are y'all going to proactively? That sounds weird, but are y'all going to proactively let all the officials know and city council and everything that y'all are planning to open, so that they don't just jump out and surprise you and go like, "Oh hell no, you're not"? Are y'all going to like, go to them and say, "Look, this is our"? Are y'all going to like send them the plans for your COVID plans and everything else and say, "Look, if you're going to shut us down, let us know now before we do much more work"? Have y'all thought about that?
Yes, it's on my agenda. Currently, I've been trying to get everything in line, and we just put a big order in with Unit 70, Brainchild Studios, a few other places to get the props needed. Maybe I'm doing it backwards, but we wanted to make sure we had everything ready for this year, because no matter what, even if we can't open this year, we still need the same shit for next year.
Right.
So we're still building again as if we were opening this year. But hey, if we can't, there's always, I'll be at MBV in February at Arcs Mortis, and I can take a bunch of my crew out there. And then maybe March, we can put on a big event at Creepy Hollow if everything is loosened up. And if not, well, then there's always next haunt season, and all this stuff will be ready. But it is on my agenda to talk with local officials and just find out if it's even worth dropping the money on the billboards and everything else, because obviously we don't want to go spending a bunch of money just to be told we can't open, and now we have a bunch of billboards out there saying we are open.
Right.
Because once again, people can't check the Facebook. There's people that show up to the haunt 2 weeks after we're closed demanding to go through. So and I'm an hour from there.
Just say go ahead. Just go. If you can figure it out, just go ahead. Nobody's working.
That's a terrible idea.
If you start hitting too many trees, you've gone too far. It's not our fault.
Yeah, if you venture out the back, don't worry. It's only about 4 miles till you run into the nearest road. You're good.
Yeah, just if there's a bear, just eat it and you'll be fine. Yeah, like I said, James and I have been keeping up with pretty hardcore events that are closing and stuff like that, and we try to put them out. And of course, you and I have talked about things that I've heard are happening here. I don't really want to say them out loud until it's official, but I can say that I still haven't heard from Haji. Of course, Haji never says anything until August anyway. But I personally don't think they're going to be open. That's why I think that your numbers are going to be pretty rocketing up there, unless literally a mass of people decide they just don't want to risk it, which I just don't foresee happening with the crowd that we have here in the Panhandle.
What gave you that hint? Was it the beach?
Hey, name it. Name the beach, downtown, Walmart, I don't know, Circle K, just you name it. So that's why I'm still my bets are on that if you're able to open and other things are going to go down the way I think they are in our area, that you are going to be the highlight of the walkthroughs in this area. I don't even think that any of the pop-ups are going to happen. If they do, we all know me, they'll get shut down just like that. But but so that's that's like I said, if everything works out and y'all are able to open, of course, we'll promote you. I'll definitely promote you. And then of course when the honeymooners come in, Zach Black, and come over here. But I will say this, I'll extend this to you and the crew, whoever, if for some reason you're not able to open and you or maybe some other people just don't have any Halloween plans because that was your Halloween plans, my house is going to be decorated thoroughly for Halloween, well, for a month. And I'm going to definitely be eating the treats to the kids if we're allowed to do trick-or-treating. And so I extend to you and whomever that if for some reason Creepy Hollow is not allowed to open, that you're very welcome to come here and have fun here at my house on Halloween. So that's an invitation to you all. Um, I don't want anybody to be Halloweenless, um, since you're haunted attraction folks. So that's just
Greatly
something.
appreciated and accepted, man.
Yeah, so uh, you've never been to my house. It's crazy as hell here.
As far
But
as you know.
as far as I know, maybe in the backyard, but creeping around. But no, that's I wanted that was one of the things I was thinking about when we had you on here is I wanted to extend that invitation to you during the live feed, just so that anybody that is a Creepy Hollow person too that's listening in, if something happens, which I hope it doesn't, y'all are extremely welcome to chill out here at the house and scare the bejesus out of all my neighbors, because if all you people come to my house, we're gonna go up and down the street. I'm gonna take care of some of these neighbors I don't like. We're gonna just scare the crap out of everybody. But anyway, the invitation's there. If for some reason happens, y'all have a place at least on Halloween night to have some fun. So that's my invitation.
Greatly appreciated, man. I know my
But,
thought has been, what am I going to do if haunt season's closed? And of course, my first thought was, I'm going to try to travel, take my character out, have some fun, or maybe it'd be a good year to just take off and enjoy the peace and go visit what haunts are open, the very few that will be open at that point. So if we do not operate and it comes down to Halloween night, oh, you can bet your ass I'm gonna be at your house. I'll eat some treats.
We will be eating all kinds of, because I am definitely, like I said, if you're in the same boat, we'll all find out how restrictive things are going to be. But I've come up with a system to pass out candy, very safe and effective. My yard is actually, we could do that. That'll eat the treats will kill a kid, but that's all right. We're still eating treats. But I got a pretty big yard, and actually I'm trying to figure out how I can do a semi walkthrough, but not a walkthrough like y'all do a walkthrough or haunt to the walk. I've still got things in my head, but I am going to definitely be sitting on my porch handing out candy, because of course James and I and Haunted Anonymous is all about keeping the spirit of Halloween alive, and of course we're focusing quite a bit on home haunters, which we think are going to be really big this year. So, like I said, when we get to it, we'll know. But the invitation is definitely there for, like I said, whoever comes, in case Creepy Hollow can't exist. But totally, did you see where Legendary Tour has been canceled in Louisiana?
I did.
So what? Now we're just going away from Creepy Hollows because we all love Creepy Hollow and we don't want to give away the farm on that one. But I'm thinking, I want your opinion on this. I'm thinking that Legendary knows some stuff about the haunts in the area, and there might be some haunts, big haunts that might not be opening this year. What do you think?
So that was my first instinct as well. Was I'm sure they reached out to the owners, general managers, whoever they had to talk to, and said, "Hey, how are we looking for this year? Is there a point?" And I firmly believe there was pressure from the back to just have it shut down, have it canceled. Yeah. But there's there's been pressure from behind for God damn, that sounds so terrible. But there's been a lot of pressure from behind the scenes to shut down a lot of shit from a lot of people that, let's just say, it would be a great Friday night topic that I just don't agree with. And I already have a very solid theory, and I'll message you about this one off the air, right? On a prediction. Myself and Tyler both have a prediction on this, on what's going to happen with one specific individual out there, and it's already started. That's the sad part, is it has already started. So it's going to be a wonderful time if I do open, and if anyone in the industry decides to try to attack my haunt for opening, because I'll be the first one to stand up and be like, cool, so how about you just hand me 10 grand for Santa Rosa Kids House and I'll close? Do you know what Santa
Wait.
Rosa Kids House is? No? Suck my right nut. Get fucked.
So wait a minute. Now this is yes. You make arrangements to be here next Friday, this coming Friday. Are we talking about somebody that's local or somebody that's well known in the haunt industry?
Someone that's well known in the industry out of the Midwest. Damn, that should give it away.
I've got some names on my tongue, but why would they want to close you down?
Well, it's not that they would want to close us down. It's going to be more along the lines of, if I can't open, nobody should be open. Because me, haunt God. Me, king. Me, haunt God. Me, no open. No open.
I got some names on the tip of my tongue now.
I know you do.
Lord,
fucking everybody does. If you know anything about the industry, everyone will have at least 3 or 4 names on the tip of their tongue.
Dude, you've just got to show up Friday night. Because Friday night, I'm telling you, I'm going to be going off. I'm going to be going off on Friday night. I got to watch some videos before then, but I myself, I think that I'm versed enough now. I can talk smack about some things, which I do anyway. And I myself
keep up with the drama, man. Keep up. Come on.
I know, right? What the hell? And you know what, dude? It's sad. It's sad that we're going through the pandemic. It's sad that haunts like yours are having to put out extra money and don't know, you're on a teeter-totter with what you're going to be told to do and stuff. And then of course you've got the vendors who absolutely took an enormous hit. But then it's sad that on top of all that, you've got these a-holes in the industry that are starting to percolate up. Yeah, you like that word, percolate up? There's no reason for some of the stuff, and I know that some of the stuff that's going on right now. There's just no reason for it. There's enough stress. You've got enough stress. Everybody's got enough stress for the certain batches of these folks, which we will be mentioning Friday, to be percolating and doing what they're doing. It's shameful, and I'm hoping that after this year, those folks literally just get shamed into oblivion, where we don't hear from them anymore because there's no reason to hear from them.
That's already started too.
Yep. No, trust me. Yeah. No. Yeah. Haunters Anonymous will have its ray of sunshine this coming Friday. If you want to put it that way.
Well, one of those same percolating a-holes was the same one to say, "Hey, go buy from these vendors since Transworld didn't happen. All these vendors are going to be hurting. Everyone go spend money with these guys. But here's a fucking overpriced DVD with everything you can find online." Never mind, I'm done. I just gave it away. By the way, give me fucking money.
Dude, if you don't show up Friday, I'm going to cry by the end of the live stream. I know if you're busy, I'm just playing with you, but I'm telling you, I think you would have a blast this coming Friday, and it probably won't be the only Rage Friday. I can only do the Rage Fridays on Fridays because they're after darks, and that's where I can legitimize myself swearing a lot. Because there's a lot of swearing on after dark. We have to do a disclaimer, but no, dude, you hit it right on the head. There's just, I don't know. It's just, like I said, you have got your plate more than full with the extra stuff you're having to do with Creepy Hollow, you and the owners, and then of course your actors and everything else, to be dealing with just these absolute a-holes that are just it's driving me crazy. And of course, at this right now, I'm just a large home haunter. That's all I am, and I'm still getting pissed off about it.
Well, I mean, the good news is my actors don't have to deal with that type of drama. And I'll tell you right now, the owners, they'd be like, "Yep, that's you, homie," and they back the fuck up. So that comes down to me. and that'll just be one of those fun things that I get to deal with if any quote unquote shaming comes comes to us for opening and doing what we need to do to be able to support the Santa Rosa Kids House and the local schools and everything like that. So if it ever comes down to that and you see responses, most of the smart ass responses you see from Creepy Hollow Woods on like the reviews of a gentleman that accused us of allowing underage drinking and drug use and saying we never donate, all this other fun stuff. It was on our reviews last year, and I had a blast with this guy. And then ultimately, my owner was like, dude, just leave it alone. You won. Leave it alone. And the day we got our picture handing over $10,000 to Santa Rosa Kids House, I put that up at the bottom of the review, and I just said, mic drop.
Yeah.
So I have too much fun being a smartass. And if it comes down to it, you can bet your ass my owner's just going to throw his hands up and be like, fuck him. You got him. Do your thing, man. And I'll just have a ball because I already know where it's going to be coming from if it comes.
Well, and dude, I'm going to put my services out there to you. If you need somebody to tag team all this mess with you, you've got infinite percentage of my help because, I got a big ass mouth. And I'm, like I said, I'm entrenched enough in all of this still. I'll rip somebody's brain apart. So especially if I find out that, that they're doing something to dismantle what y'all are doing, since you are my local haunt, at this point, and I would do anything I could to help y'all. Thank you for I'm using the word y'all. That's how Southern I am. Sweet tea for everyone. But yeah, I'm totally over some of the stuff, man. If there's anything I can do, like I said, to tag team some of these ding-dongs, I'm right there. So you know how to get a hold of me.
Oh man, if the time comes,
there, ass. Let's go.
Oh man, if the time comes, you'll see it in Haunters Hang. Well, you won't see it in Haunters Hangout because the one person doesn't really hang out in Haunters Hangout. But there's other haunt pages that this person manages or has, and that's where you'll see it go down, and that's where you'll see me just coming in swinging like, "Are you fucking kidding? Let's play ball. I got this. Let's do this. I'm ready."
Well, good. Well, that's good because I actually do. Whenever you make a comment, Facebook notifies me, and that's great. So I'll know.
Stalker.
I can just come. Well, it's Facebook, man. Facebook is great at helping you stalk people.
Oh, it's so good.
It's super good. But yeah, dude, knowing now some of that stuff, and then of course we'll chitty chat at some point about the specifics off air. But yeah, man, I'm right there. Of course, anything I can help with, like I said, I'm right here. So, like I said, you are now you are the local haunt as far as I'm concerned. So I'm all about beating somebody's ass. But if you can totally make it Friday night, I think it would be. There's going to be no holds barred on Friday night, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it started out we're not going to say names, but it got to the point where it's like so much bullshit has gone on that like now we're just going to start hurting feelings. It doesn't matter.
Well, how many people can you fit in this chat?
100.
100?
Oh, fuck. Okay, so here's another fun one to consider for this conversation specifically, and I'll talk to him for you. Would be Tyler from Scurryface. Me and him talk about this stuff all the time.
Sure, why not?
He's very well versed. He speaks with a lot of haunt owners just like I do. A lot of haunts sponsor Scurryface, pay for ad space, stuff like that. And he's always talking with different haunt owners literally all over the country and even internationally. We have haunts internationally that want to be a part of what Scurryface does in the US, and they want to expand it into different parts of the world. So we're always talking about different things with different haunt owners, and he'll call me, what's your take on this? I heard this from so-and-so. What's your take on it? I think this, and I'll be like, oh, well, I agree, but X, Y, and Z. And then it ends up being a conversation between three people, and ultimately it comes down to, well, this person's a douchebag. Leave it at that. But Tyler is very, very up to date with a lot of the same shit that I am. He talks to just as many, if not more, haunt owners than me, and usually a lot of the same ones, just because of where he's located. We know a lot of the same people.
Well, I'm still pretty entrenched in all of it, pretty hardcore. I just kind of keep my mouth shut, the past year or two. But yeah, I still talk to a lot of people myself. That's why I'm just decided that, now with Haunters Anonymous and then the Friday Night After Dark, I'm tired now of keeping my mouth shut, because we're getting into dangerous territory at this point. Extreme, like life and death kind of stuff here, like really, really bad misinformation. So, like I said, I'm still entrenched in it. I just keep my mouth shut. But that's probably getting ready to change drastically. So, but yeah, talk to him, dude. We can fit 100 people on this thing.
It's fucking
They'd probably
dangerous.
get funnier in hell. Well, because unfortunately, James is the one that would have to keep up with all of it, and I'd hear an earful after the fact. But talk to him, dude. Because like I said, Friday, I think like James said, we originally were going to be nameless and everything else, but kind of air our grievances. Have like literally Friday night Festivus, several Friday night Festivuses, but it's gotten to a point now where, and these things, that there are some people in the industry who've got a bigger voice than they should, and now they're making this pandemic dangerous for haunted attractions. And I'll be naming this Friday, but the haunted attraction that opened up and is now getting excessively bad press. And it's because they just figured, well, another haunt opened and nobody died. We'll do it too. And it's dangerous. It's not following protocols and it's dangerous. So I'm going to start letting some folks know just how entrenched in this shit I still am. I have a weird feeling that Haunters Anonymous is going to be put on the map in a good way, but in a rager way. So,
I'm gonna tell you right now, the nameless thing is literally my specialty. With what I became known for online was just absolutely ripping people apart and never saying a damn name. That's one thing I've always been very, very good at. And so to the point, I just kind of brought up everything earlier, and I know I gave it a dead ass giveaway to you because you probably know exactly who I'm talking about based off just a few small hints.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That makes it fun for me because it's still a broad brush of, could be you. Hey, might not be. You never fucking know. Guilty conscience much?
Watch your back. Watch your back.
Why do you feel attacked? Are you guilty? Oh.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this year has just turned into so much weirdness, and and I think it's just time that a few people get put in their place or smacked down by some folks that they would never, ever, ever, ever think would do it. But I can't sit back idly watching all this stuff and letting some of it's just like I'll do a quick one. 13 Skeletons asked about Alan Hobbs and the black lights, and I haven't watched that video yet, but that's extremely dangerous. That don't go around telling people that black lights kill COVID. They do not kill COVID. They do nothing for COVID. They don't do anything for the flu. They don't do anything for the common cold.
Black lights are UVA and a very few are UVB, by the way.
Okay, for some reason I keep thinking UVB, but
majority
UVC,
are UVA.
Huh?
The majority are UVA.
UVA. Well, UVC is what kills COVID. UVC is you do not exist in the same room with a UVC light, whether it's an LED UVC, which they make, or a glass tube. It will burn into your skin to the bone immediately, and it will blind you. Hospitals use it in closed areas. There are places that hotels are starting to use them, but black lights for fun houses literally do nothing. And now I'm going to have to really watch the video, because you're going to have all these haunts. Oh, we're COVID safe. There was one that said that because everything's a black light. And that is so incredibly dangerous. It's like such anyway, I'll go off. I'll rage on Friday.
That's Friday.
That's Friday. And like I said, Alan Hops is just, of course, he is such a nice man. I've met him twice. I just can't have him putting out that kind of information. But anyway, Rager on Friday. But Kevin, if you're cool, man, we'll start winding it up because we'll definitely have you back on here anyway for a regular Creepy Hollow update. Talk to Tyler Friday because, like I said, Friday as well. I'm going to be Rager Friday. Love to have you back on. Love to have him on so we can all rage.
Oh, I'll talk to him. I'm sure he's been pent up for a while, and it's actually a prediction he's already announced on the Scary 3 show that we had to move everything to Twitch because Mixer sucks and they sold and fuck them. But it's something that we've already announced over there, just literally so we could have it and say, this is going to happen. Watch what's going to happen. So that'd be something I'm sure he would love to talk about.
Well, like I said, if James is cool with it, I'm fine with having him on here. Like I said, the more the merrier as far as information like this, especially, if it's helping to crush some misinformation. So, we'll definitely play it by ear. I'll definitely be here Friday. James will be here Friday. But
I will try to be, as much as I have a birthday dinner early.
Okay.
I'm getting old, so I'm having a little bit of a birthday dinner Friday early evening, and then you guys do that after dark show relatively late, don't you?
Well, it's 8:00 our time, 9:00, but it'll going on for at least an hour and a half.
Okay.
We don't do them as late as we used to because talk about being old. I am ultra old. It was killing me.
6-hour streams were ridiculous.
6-hour streams were killing me, but it's all good. If you're like, hey, Mike, it's 9:15, I'll be home. Like in 15 minutes, I want to get on. It's not like we're just going to like cut it off and anything else, but apparently I need to tell you happy early birthday, I guess.
That sucks.
Yeah, happy early birthday.
But I'm going to Rodizio's, so it's okay.
Is that place still open? I thought that was closed.
Supposedly it's still open. I made fucking reservations. I hope it's fucking open.
You're talking about the one downtown, right?
Yeah.
Or on, I'm talking about Gregory or whatever.
Happy birthday!
I haven't been there in years. Yeah, my birthday is Monday, so I guarantee you I'm older than you, even though my birthday is after yours.
Oh hell, man! You've always been older than me. You always will be.
I was gonna say there's some bullshit math for you. Oh yeah, my birthday is after yours, but I'm still older than you are. It was a really bad joke, but yeah, dude, we'll start winding it down. We'll let you go. Thank you once again, dude. It's a pleasure having known you for so many years now, and thank you for coming on here and chitty chatting and giggling with us and giving us an update on Creepy Hollow and yourself. We'll have you back on, maybe in a month or so, or when you think that you would like to do some more updates. Maybe we'll know more. But dude, as always, thank you for coming on, and you're always welcome just to randomly say, I want to come on the show. We can get you on here for sure.
Sweet. I appreciate y'all having me. Hopefully here soon as things start to calm down. Had a lot of house remodel stuff and everything going on. Hopefully soon I'll be able to spend a little bit more time around the computer, and hopefully I can start trying to pop in on you every now and again.
Well, you know where we're at. But dude, like I said, it's an honor having you on.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Well, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. And y'all have a wonderful night. Thank y'all for tuning in and doing your thing. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, man.
You too, Kevin. Hey, and you and I will talk about all this fun things. All right, man.
Oh, perfect. I'll be waiting.
All right, Kevin. Thank you so much, man.
Yep.
Take it
Later,
easy.
man.
wow, Facebook let us continue that stream. That was great.
Yeah, how nice of them.
But so yeah, everybody, that was Kevin Motorola, Creepy Hollow Woods, Florida. Immensely cool cat. I know everybody, including myself, gives him a little bit of hell, but that's the way he is, and it's just fun doing it, and he's just a nice guy. Please do, if you haven't, click that link for Creepy Hollow Woods, Florida. Show them some love. They do actually update fairly frequently, especially as they get closer to the haunt season. We will definitely have Kevin back on here. Maybe he can make it Friday night for the Rager. If he can, that is going to be an absolute hoot. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start winding it down as usual. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for the new folks that came up. Hopefully we did your buddy Kevin justice with the interview. If not, let us know. And then Friday night, we'll just tell you the GFY. Just kidding.
GFY.
Yeah, as always, thank you all. I had to throw that in there too. But thanks to everybody for coming in. I actually turned the chat off a few minutes ago. I don't know if it was me again or Facebook, but it cracked out on me. But we're going to let you go. Please see us Friday night. Event page going up tonight or tomorrow. And as always, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And I'm going to pass it off to James.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for hanging out. You guys were awesome. The stream was hilarious. You guys are crazy. Every time we get the clowns in, it's fun. It's interesting. It's interesting chat for sure. But you guys brought a lot of energy, and that was cool. So it's much appreciated. Tyler, send us a message, man. We'll answer that question for you. It's not really. It's kind of in depth, and we're signing off. So. But we're definitely not ignoring you. But yeah, thank you guys. It was super awesome, and we'll hopefully see you guys back on Friday for this fun rager that's gonna happen.
The rager is gonna be it, but yeah, Tyler, James, just if you can, since I didn't say, reply to Tyler. On his message, what you just said, so he knows to send us a message in case he's not. Really
he saw
listening.
it. He said okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I just, I have to interject even though James was talking. We're gonna sign off, everybody. As always, be excellent to each other, and ciao.
Yep. Have a good one. Check in on Friday. Make sure. Don't forget, eat those treats.
Eat them.
Have a good one, guys.